Yo, welcome to Star Enlightenment channel. We coming in deep today. We with a really good vid and live. You can tell by the title today is going to be an interesting one, a very important one at that, and a very informative video, a very edifying and spiritually edifying video for not only me, or for, should I say, not only for y'all, but also for me too. Um, but basically, like I said, you can tell by the title, this is going to be about knowledge ain't everything. And this is important because here's the thing, knowledge ain't everything. You also got stuff considered wisdom, which is a know-how or an experience that you've been through, and you know the ifs and ands and what's and what nots to do in that area because you've experienced it. That can sometimes even be more powerful than knowledge. Now, knowledge. Here's the thing, yo. Shout out Mr. Mitchell because we in with a deep one today. This is a good one. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout you out, Mr. Mitchell. Happy flight day, big flight day. You already know how we come in. You know what I'm saying? Everybody shout him out in the chat. Everybody go follow my boy Mr. Mitchell for sure. Good knowledge. But anyway, getting into it, like, right? This is how we're gonna start it off. So understand knowledge ain't everything, right? Because look, knowledge is very powerful. Knowledge is actually extremely powerful, and it's one of the biggest things. Don't get it effed up just because I say it ain't everything. Nigga, knowledge is one of the biggest things, yes, but it's not everything. And there's other energies that I don't want to say outdo knowledge, because depending on how much knowledge you have, you might outdo this. Depending on how much of energy you have or something else, that might outdo the knowledge. So I don't want to get into verses. Excuse me, hold on. Excuse me. I don't want to get into the verses and comparison per se, but there's other energies that are important, not just knowledge. Like for instance, right? Knowledge is one energy. Knowledge is important because it does deal with your spiritual expansion. Anything you do does with your spiritual expansion. But like the more knowledge you know, the more conscious of where you are, the bigger you make your spirit. Or if you can take a bigger body, you can ascend. That is true. But there are other energies that are, if not just as important, and very important as well. Like for energy, like for instance, your energy body, your energetic body. See, when you talk about a lot of Asians and whether it's Masonic or not, when you talk about like a lot of Chinese, all that stuff like that, that energy I'm talking about from a way back then with the emperors and shout the what is his name, Cal dude Genghis Khan, all these different great emperors and Chinese gods, aka really just Chinese deities that died and got deified, so their spirit is broader than yours, but they have more influences over so. But a lot of these like jade rituals, a lot of these Tai Chi's, Qigongs, these different systems, the Chinese people as well as the Japanese to an extent too, for sure. But like these people was really big on the energy. Now here's the thing: they had a not a lot. They had a lot of knowledge too. They wasn't really unbalanced. They had a blend of both. But they was really big on the energy though, and the chi bodies, the energy bodies. Here's the thing: you can have all the knowledge in the world. Your spirit will be broader. You will manifest certain things in your life where you may not have to work as hard as another person, or you may just be more taken care of in different situations and situated, aka your source, your spirit. Your spirit is your source. Your source is big enough to become its own source. You don't have to depend on others as much. But here's the catch: you have all the knowledge in the world, but if yo, aka your chakra body, see the chakra bodies deal with more so the energetic body, the energy body. If you lack energy, you don't have enough energetic currency, you're not gonna be manifesting things in your own individual life. It's a difference between see, that's why I said before, your energetic system, your chi, your energy deals more so like with your brightness, and that's more so your actual quality of life. Okay, my spirit broad, right? I got a lot of knowledge. I might be in a situation where I'm taken care of. I might not have to work as much as another person. I might be taken care of. I maybe do certain things in life. Man, how this person get away with doing that? How they got it good like this and that. But my actual quality of life may not be as top tier. You might have little JoJo over there, who his spirit may not big, may not be as big as mine, but little JoJo got a lot of energy. His energetic currency, his energy, aka his vitality, his energy levels are high. His health, that's the energy, that's the green energy that may be high. His overall chi, that's that yellow slash white energy. Depending, his sexual energies may be powerful, aka so his overall virility and his vitality and testosterone as a man that deals with energy too may be high. So nigga, if he's vibrating that damn high, remember that's vibration. Energy is vibration. So if you vibrating that damn high, hell yeah, you shining bright. So that's like you being a star that say you got a star, two stars, you got one star like this, you got Sirius, right? Bright as hell. You might have other star, it's big and it's not horrible, but it's more so dim. It's more dim. Yes, this bigger star does take up more space. It's going to be more of an influence in ways that are seen and not seen. But this little star, since it's more bright and it's got more energetic currency, in its own immediate life, its own quality of life is going to be better. And that's what y'all don't understand. The one with the most chi, the most energy, the most brightness, it no may not deal with as much other people, but its own individual quality of life will be better. That star with that much chi is more of its own source, so it's gonna. I mean, the other big one is too, but that light and chi is also from a source, so it's that's more of an individual level. That's why they call it your solar system. Chakra system is from the solar system. Solar. That's why the sun was what bright. It's solar. That's you solar panels for the sun. That's its solar system. That's total to the soul. Your soul is your spirit, but it's your what individual spirit. Solo. So that's my thing that I'm trying to explain to you. All these things are very important. Don't get lost into the knowledge. Utilize it because it's gonna help your spirit to expand. You could take a bigger vessels. You may get big enough to take not only a planetary being, you may go past the fifth dimension, take a star being, go past that, take a solar system being, go past that, take a big ass galaxy being. Now that's when you like in the realm of God. At that point, that might take you forever, even if you are trying hard and you're not being stuck in this routine and path. That's some other shit, because God bigger than that. God, like, they got something called a supercluster, which is the equivalent of what a galaxy is to a solar system. Like, you know how a galaxy is big as hell, it got millions of solar systems within it. A supercluster is that same thing, and it's got millions of galaxies in it. And God broader than that. And there's something what we call verses that got 1,000 of those in it, millions of those in it. So we don't even get into how broad God is. That's the difference. So that's why I be saying God ain't really in this world like that. We bring God down here. God ain't effing with y'all like that. Neither is God aware of you. That's like you being aware of bacteria. Like, nigga, you're not even aware of it. Bump's calling it away with me, peons. You not even it's not even it's too big, it's too broad. That energy way too broad. It'll way overwhelm you. You don't even know what's going on. But getting back to the topic, right? Understanding that. So yes, knowledge is very important. Expansion. Anything you do is an expansion. Even just working on energetic energy and chi, that's an expansion because that's still an experience. Any experience in the world, anything. I don't care about if I practice waving my hand up and down like this and doing it this way. That's an experience. That's an expansion. That's movement. That's friction. That's temperament. That's vibration, expansion, contraction. The spirit is always going to grow and be bigger. But the more experiences you do, especially with knowledge, the more consciously aware you are, the more knowledge you have, anything is going to broaden your spirit, right? You're going to have a bigger vessel. Now, here's the thing. Don't look at none of these things as right or wrong. Don't look at none of these things as better than the other. But I always say, to be honest, if you want to talk about in this physical realm, I am going to give the hand more so to the energetic world, to the world of energy, to the world of chi, to the world of vibration. And the reason why I say that is because this realm is so heavy dense. You could be you could be on a high frequency, aka your spirit bride. You're very consciously aware. You got the most imagination ever. You're very constantly aware. You got so much knowledge and intelligence. So your spirit is broad, and when you die, you're gonna take over a lot of land mass, especially if you're still floating around here. But here's the catch: when you're alive, you may have all these thoughts, these great high thoughts, but mind you, that's in the spirit. This why I shout out. I'm gonna bring up Uriel again, cause my dog. But that's why in the subconscious community, when he brought up about then when we talk about Dragon Ball Z, all these Japanese Mason stuff, they know what the hell they talking about, because the Saiyans, they knew how to actually bend their spirit into actual physical energy. That was the difference. They knew how to bend their spirit, all that conscious, that big ass conscious. Cause he said they had dragon spirits. They had huge dragon spirits. They weren't playing around. They wasn't wasting time thinking about what they should do. And I know they was doing shit. They was expansionally expanding consciously aware. They weren't just, sitting around none of that. Every day they was OD training. A lot of people have a hard time just getting their goals done throughout the day in general, let alone being in a situation where you actually going hard at it like that and training and having that level of discipline. But that's another video. But these beings knew how to actually bend in their spirit into physical energy, because it's always a draining system. You won't be physically here in a body now without it manifesting down from your soul and your spirit, manifesting that down into density because of how low you was vibrating. But that's what I'm saying. Especially the bigger your spirit is, when you learn how to, like, that's why Tai Chi is so important. Certain things like semen retention, but cyclical, aka having moderation with it too. But when you overexhaust yourself, whether sexually, energy wise, you're not having good ways to transmit your energy, getting your blood flow, circulation, all that stuff, and you gotta be in a situation where you're not really bending your spirit into flesh as far as energy. So you can have all the high thoughts and imagination in the world. Your spirit may be broad. When you die, you might ascend to a bigger vessel and be more of an influence there. But I'm just saying, the energy is important, because without energy, You'll never bring none of that conscious awareness of your spirit into energy, into this realm to manifest it as energy down here. For people to see that as your aura, to people to see that as a influence physically felt down here, or to have a certain quality of life because you know what I'm saying, just dealing with the physical world right now. So that's why I say the spiritual world, you can be spiritually broad, and it is gonna play out in different ways due to being taken care of because your source is that much big to sustain itself in this reality. But it may not mean that your quality of life is gonna be all that because that's more so dealing upon you as an individual, aka your individual chakra system, aka your energetic currency, your internal energetic currency, because this is the physical world. So energy is gonna matter here because energy is the most dense. It's like the next layer after your physical, I think. Either the one or two, one after that. So this is how you bend stuff into reality. You start manifest. This is how you manifest when you vibrating high. You see what I'm saying? You got high energy. You're gonna manifest a lot more in your life. And depending on what chakras is lit up the most, that's the energy and area of life you're gonna manifest from the most. If you vibrating that damn high in your sexual organs, you gonna manifest more sexual experiences, whether solo or with somebody else. You're gonna manifest more experiences, whether that play out as you have more knowledge of yourself, being more aware of yourself in that area, you equipped in a better ability in that area, you having a better know-how in that area, maybe your organ actually either getting stronger or some type of physical advantage in that area or health, something like that. It's gonna play out like that all the way down to you possibly even manifesting a sexual partner in your life or somebody that's willing to cater to you in that area. But that's why the energy go deep, and I hate to compare and say which one better, but in totality, none of them are better. But if you talk about this, the physical world, hell yeah, nigga, you talking to a spirit that done been brought down and experienced this shit. Hell yeah, energy more important. And this from a reality. I ain't gonna lie to you. Now here's the thing: you still need the spirit because you need to be constantly aware. It's good to have a sense of intuition and be intuitive about your life, so you don't be a dummy. But god damn it, at least if you have enough energetic currency, you'll still be manifesting a better quality of life from your chakra wheels in your life that'll still cater more so to you. So you can be like F all of them and be in a situation where you manifest people that you might need to be around that cater more to your energy in the first place for you to not even have to be around people to talk about some, oh, I need intuition to know who and who to be around because we would already manifest them in the first place. Hell yeah, energy powerful as hell. And it's a lot of expansion off of energy too, nigga. Listen, it's a lot of expansion of energy too. F around and have all this high frequency is cool. F around and have a broad spirit because you constantly aware is cool. But don't forget energy. These Chinese people that been doing energy and learning all energy culture, not even just them, it's all kind of people and tribes and different stuff that done learned about energy cultivation. But you got a lot of energy cultivation. You very aware in that. That's an expansion. That's a broad expansion. That make your spirit knowledge because anything in experience. I don't care if you just garden or shovel poop for your living or take out the trash. That's an expansion. Your spiritual spirit is getting big. Is that got that much more conscious awareness that they can use that in other different ways and realms of realities. Even though it seems funny, but that's how I played out though. Understand that. Now this that just deal with this realm of reality, yes, but that's still an expansion to your spirit. Now look, moving on. Yeah, energetic currency is very important. I'm gonna have to say that tops the cake in this realm of reality. Now, when your ass get to higher realm realities, now that's a different story, nigga. I'm gonna be honest with you, that's a different story because it's much more literal. So if your spirit broad, you will be a bigger being. You will take a bigger vessel than somebody else whose spirit is not as broad. That is true. But don't get it effed up, and you will have more abilities. Trust me. When we talk about fire breathing dragons and where you think all this kinesis come from, elemental kinesis and with pyrokinesis, that's the people who they done mastered chi, they elemental can manipulate fire and like we're talking about the human torch and you talk about like these ice beams that's cryokinesis that can manipulate the elements and all that stuff like that. That's a real thing in a higher realm of reality. But it ain't looked at like it is now. That's normal. Like okay, just look at it like this. You got certain animals down here, right? They got certain elements that another animal don't have. Look at a gorilla. No, we being real though. We being real. Cause I know it'd be too far out. I hope you can listen. Cause this be being, and I'm not talking about none of y'all specifically. I'm just in my, cause I got ninth house in Aries. That's why I come across like that. But we just having fun. I'm lit. I'm passionate. I get the best knowledge when I'm passionate. That's when it come out the best. But anyway, sorry. Get back into it, right? So check it out. So you got a gorilla. A gorilla got damn near super strength. A gorilla is like one of the strongest animals ever, especially pound for pound. They say a gorilla can bench press scientifically, adequately. They say about like 4,000 pounds. 4,000 damn pounds. If a 400-pound linebacker or lineman come and jump on your ass, you about to suffocate to death. 4,000 pounds? You see what I'm saying? That's the gorilla's ability in the space that the gorilla come from that got bent into it for to become a gorilla. We know it's dealing with a sense of strength, either physically or spiritually. That's why the gorilla totem deals with strength. It's not dealing with tearing you apart and ferociousness and all this stuff. It's dealing with mainly strength, right? Strength and toughness. So Take that into play. You got this one being, you got this one superhuman being, it's super strength, right? And then I say you take a jaguar or a lion or something like that. Now it's strong as hell. It may not be quite in quite pound for pound as strong as the gorilla, but it's strong as hell too. But guess what? It got other abilities. Think of like Wolverine or some shit. It got the claws, so it's got another element to it. You see what I'm saying? They have fangs. They got fangs. They can bite. Any gorilla got two, but they got fangs, and it also got long nails, and it also got other abilities too that allow them to be more have more agility. So I'm just breaking down different. Oh, and believe it or not, spiritually, lions have something called aura, and I'm not saying that to be funny, as in like a trendy way. I'm saying like literally like one of the abilities that you don't see in a lion is a lion actually does have something called presence. Like it's a reason why a lion don't even have to really move sometimes. A lion can deter certain alligators and crocodiles just by walking up to it and roaring at it. And that's an energetic energy a lion is getting off. See, a lot of this stuff comes from somewhere. When you be watching Dragon Ball Z and they got auras and cheese and orbs and they come up with force fields and these things in these movies and stuff, this comes from a place. I'm not saying get lost into everything you hear, but these things come from a place. No matter whatever density or dimension it is, from a lower dimension to a higher dimension, this exists in some reality. But look, because you won't be able to have a thought of an idea if it didn't exist somewhere, for you to take that idea. You see what I'm saying? Because remember, men and women got ideas from the higher stars, from the consciousness. Before, it wasn't about them learning for everything from a book. They got these things from higher ideas. So for you to have that idea at some point, that means you got that from somewhere, you got that from a realm. And if your thoughts and feelings and imaginations are in that actual dream world or in that astral realm, that is that's the spirit realm itself. So you pulled that from there for it to exist there. How else you gonna be existing if you got it from there? But anyway, um, these examples I'm saying how different things play out. Now I kind of lost track of my thought because I did go off, but what was I gonna say? Yeah, back to energy. Yeah, and I'm gonna read your comment, Miss Gonna be sure if you're still here. But energy, and feel free to ask questions. But yeah, I'm gonna just sum it down to this. I'm gonna close out and sum it down to this. If you ask me in this realm of reality, Earth as we speak, not the fourth or the sixth dimension, not other dimensions, but this realm of reality, this third dimension we in now, and on this planet Earth or whatever, conscious awareness. Your spirit has to be expanding and broad. Because these are your higher chakras. This is your creativity, your imagination, your awareness, your conscious awareness, and your overall knowledge. These are higher chakra starts, right? This deals with everything deals with spiritual expansion, but this is a really fast way to expand your spirit. Your spirit be broad if you are aware and you are high consciousness and broad. But that don't mean shit here because you in a low density vibration, and so you could be have the most high out, great imaginative thoughts. You could travel far out in your mind, mentally and internally, spiritually. But that don't mean none. That's still in that realm. If you don't develop a certain amount of energy control or mastery or manipulation, you're not gonna be able to bring that spirit, that etheric energy, down into the physical body to utilize it as energy. Because you need to bring that down to manifest it. And if I don't bring that down, because I don't have enough energy, then nobody ever gonna feel my spirit. This is why people like, I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm gonna say it, nigga, because we being real today. And I'm liking this energy because I'm feeling it. I feel like I can be the most fluid. If say you're a person you jack off too much or you like release too much of your sexual energy, if you don't do no sort of qigong, or you don't have to be that deep of energy. If you don't do no stretching, no yoga, if you don't do no exercising, if you don't do nothing that allows your body to manipulate and transmute and let your energetic energy flow and build or cultivate any type of shape or form, you're never bending. You're never bending your spirit into reality, aka the mind turning to spirit. And you got the mind from the spirit that the spirit created, and then it bends into your physical blood flows because your emotional feelings and all that stuff like that bends into that. If you never take a time to harness none of your energy and cultivate your physical energies, then you never get a chance. Nobody ever actually feel the essence of you. So you could be some broad spirit, but nobody actually physically ever gonna feel that off you. It might not bend in into your as in your aura. So there's always gonna be a presence about you because your spirit is broad. There's gonna be something about you that a person may not be able to pinpoint, but you're not gonna be physically felt like your aura. Ooh, I just feel this from this person. Ooh, let me not F with him. Like it ain't gonna be that deep. It's not gonna be physically felt. Whereas the Chinese people, a lot of the ancient Taoists with the qigong and tea, they knew how to bend and manipulate and bring. They already broad spirits. They already had big broad spirits and bend that into their physical realm for physical energy. And so this is how they was able to break certain boards. This is how they able to manipulate stuff and even deal with kinesis and all kind of different stuff like that. We're not gonna get too lost into it because some people lied about what they did, but this was a real thing for it to exist. But people don't lost that now. How many people you know is actually kinesis and building energy? A lot of people that's even into kinesis, when the more they do it, they do start seeing subtle changes, but a lot of them not even aware of the source of this is their actual chi. let alone knowing themselves internally how to actually build chi in the chakra system. But I'm telling you, bro, in the next couple years, bro, people gonna start getting very aware. Christianity ain't gonna be the hardest thing no more after a while, bro. Very soon, I'm telling you, when a lot of these people die, that's already spiritually conscious aware, they spirit gonna take up most of this space if they still here. Now, if you float off like me, you may not, depending on how big you are. But just in general, that conscious wave gonna get bigger, and then we elevating and getting higher into the and getting more involved into the outer realms anyway. Because they say, well, we in the fifth 5D consciousness, we getting higher and broader than that. So yeah, this that gonna be over soon. That Christianity gonna die soon. It's already died out. It's already inapplicable now unless you're making money from it. So if you it's about to be 2025, nigga, if you still lost, it's different to be using it and utilizing it, but still be aware of yourself spiritually, have a sense of individuality and spirituality. But if you is lost in the Christianity and it's almost 2025, you're done. You're screwed. You're screwed. You finna go back into a life and remember reality with people doing that again and much harder and worse. I better chill out, man. Learn all lessons now. And this was something I wish I had learned before in my past and previous. I wish I knew stuff like that. Like, man, it ain't necessarily got to be over. You always got time to change. You don't have to be redundant into a situation or circumstance in your life and feel like there's no reason to change or escape out of that. And you have the chance every day. But don't even worry about that, man. That's another video game. But that's like that. I'm gonna end it off on that. And I'm gonna read his message. But understand that, yeah, energy tops the cake in this one. And then once you learn how to expand your spirit on top of that, like them Asian Chinese people and Asian folklore and stuff, you really gonna be a bad MFer. Cause you gonna know how to manipulate and bring your broad spirit into physical reality as far as energy. You gonna have all the energy in the world. You gonna manifest a lot. Your aura gonna be strong. I'm telling you, bro, it go deep. I'm gonna say energy to cake again. Now, once you start getting into higher realms, it may not always hit the cake in every realm of reality, but once you get like into I say like the sixth dimension, which is the yang realm in the yin realm, aka that's the yang realm in whoo shit y'all don't know, boy. Listen. Your bacteria, parasites, cells, all that stuff is in the 1 or 2 dimension. You can't see those things, right? With your eyes. So here's the thing. They're flowing in within you, around you, and all that stuff like that. To this, all this air and atmosphere around us, just our orb and stuff like that, is considered space to them. They're in the 1-2 dimension. They're not birthed out into physical in this physical realm of reality yet, as an animal, a bug, a human, or whatever. That exists in the spirit realm as well. Once you get in the 4th, 5th, 6th dimension, it's a replica of this, but it's higher and it's way more intense, way more energy. You think y'all got aura here? You think you feel somebody's presence because they got a little bit of aura and juice down here. In that realm, it's really like that with stars and suns and brightness and energy. Boy, that should get real, but it's powerful. But the 6th dimension there will be like the 3rd dimension here. 6th dimension would be like you being born out into that realm. You see what I'm saying? Being born out into that actual world as far as a bug, and that's when you'll be a star being. That's what a star being is. It's a lot of the stars that y'all aware of, like this sun we up under, nigga. That's a bird. That's Ra, and Ra. That's why on Sunday y'all go to church and do worship. The God, the Father, and Ra, and what they always depict the Father being on in the middle of a seat in the Holy Trinity. And then you start learning, oh, you got different ones too. You got Amen Ra. That's why they always say Amen, Amen, which is another derivative of Amen. Because in my church, when I went to Macedonia Baptist Church, they actually said Amen. They didn't, you know what I'm saying? So people don't even know what they be fucking doing. And that's why anytime you see a picture of Jesus Christ or the Father, it's always got a sun. Look up any picture right now of Jesus Christ. I guarantee, go on Google right now. I guarantee you see a picture of a sun in the back of his head, right around his head, like a halo, like a sun, because it's telling you right in your face. That's why they call it the sun. They didn't have to call it the sun. They could have called it anything. They named it the sun for a reason. Why you think those they named it the sun? The sun is a star, but they named it the sun. You know what make you think? That's what I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying? But that's how it go. Especially with it being on Sunday that you're doing these things. But we don't get too far into that. That's just low food for thought. But yeah, that's just a I don't know if it's a falcon hawk, some type of bird like being. There's way bigger stars out there. This is the Lucifer. This is the Lucifer star. The Lucifer, God the Father, all that stuff right there. That's Lucifer. That's part of the, quote unquote, wanted to be a part of the Elohim. That's Lucifer. He made it. I think he's born out into that realm. He's like a little mini bird or something like that, or something like that. So he's more constantly aware than a lot of the other spirits and other fallen angels and stuff like that, because he born out in that realm. But that's why they call it Lucifer, the morning star. Because what star rises up in the morning, especially to us? The sun. So that's how that play out. Hold on. Yeah, so that's how that play out. So it's important to understand these things. But there's many other different stars that are way much bigger. I mean, if you look up now, the biggest stars, you realize our sun is only like this small, like a little speck, compared to all the great, great big ass stars that really a source for themselves and take up a lot of space. And these probably other beings and animals in that realm and the other, you know what I'm saying? But let's not get too far into that. But just understand it. So there's many different levels to go and all that stuff like that. But that's how that play out. But yeah, energy is very important. Um, and I pretty much already said what I had to say. I'm just rambling now. Let me read some of the comments. You said, hey, I'm watching on my flight day. Yeah, shout you out. Happy flight day. Y'all go follow him. Or that property could have been broad enough to be used in the world. Wait, what property you talking about? You said, or that property could have been broad enough to be used in the world. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, yeah what property you talk about though? Like, trying to think of what property you talk about. Yeah, let me know. If you're still in here, let me know. Because I don't know what property you was talking about. Because for a property, um, to be broad enough, that's an intellectual space or oversoul over that energy in the first place, whether aware or not. You see what I'm saying? So yeah. But with that being said, like I said, we 27 minutes in. I'm gonna save some of my phone time, man. I'll get back with y'all today because I'm trying to get out some more videos, man. Get this good, man. Much love to y'all. Y'all stay spiritually protected and inclined, man. Peace. Happy flight day too. If you're still in here, Mr. 100% love.